Have you ever seen a fighter throw a punch that leaves you speechless thinking, that can't be real? Well, let me introduce you to Raymond Daniels, a knockout artist who doesn't just land punches, he destroys his opponents with a style all his own. Known for his unbelievable spinning kicks, flying knees, and lightning-fast strikes, Daniels has earned a reputation as one of the greatest knockout artists of all time. But it's not just about his flashy moves, it's the way he's taken the world by storm, one knockout at a time. Stick around because we're about to dive into the incredible journey of Raymond Daniels and why he's literally the greatest KO artist ever. A family legacy in martial arts. Raymond Daniels didn't start out trying to be a fighter. Instead, he grew up in a family with deep martial arts roots. His father was a martial artist, and his grandfather had a love for fighting as well. Daniels didn't just follow in their footsteps. He took everything they taught him and made it his own. From a young age, Raymond had a natural gift for martial arts. But it wasn't just about learning how to punch and kick. It was about understanding how to create a style that would leave an impression. Raymond started training in American Kenpo Karate, a martial art that focuses on powerful strikes and quick reflexes. But Daniels wasn't content with just being good. He wanted to be great. His focus was always on speed and precision, and that's what set him apart from other martial artists. He could hit fast and he could hit hard. But what really made Raymond Daniels stand out was his creativity. Unlike other fighters who followed traditional techniques, Daniels was always trying new things, experimenting with different moves, and most importantly, he was always looking for ways to finish the fight in the most exciting way possible. Breaking through in karate, winning titles, and gaining recognition. By the time Raymond Daniels was 17, he was already a rising star in the world of karate. He won several national championships, proving that he had the skills to compete with the best. But even as a teenager, Daniels knew that he had something special. His lightning-fast reflexes and ability to deliver spinning kicks were unlike anything the sport had seen. His moves became so popular that they started to gain attention beyond the karate world. He was no longer just another kid in a dojo. He was becoming a name people recognized. His style was flashy, but it wasn't just for show. It was effective, efficient, and left his opponents on the mat. Raymond's fame continued to grow in the karate world. He was winning title after title, but he wanted more. He wanted to make a name for himself in combat sports, and he knew that his style could work in other disciplines beyond karate. The World Combat League, a new stage for Daniels' skills. In 2006, Raymond Daniels got the chance he'd been waiting for when Chuck Norris founded the World Combat League, WCL. The league combined karate with kickboxing, and it provided the perfect stage for a fighter like Daniels, whose speed and creativity were made for this type of competition. The WCL was designed to be high-energy, fast-paced, and full of action, exactly where Raymond Daniels thrived. Daniels didn't just show up in the WCL, he dominated. He became the star of the Los Angeles Stars, one of the teams in the league. His incredible spinning kicks, back fists, and flying knees made him a crowd favorite. He was quick on his feet and always seemed to know exactly where his opponent was going to be before they even moved. Every time Daniels stepped into the ring, he brought something new to the table. In the World Combat League, Daniels proved that he wasn't just a karate practitioner. He was a knockout artist who could put on a show, and that's exactly what he did. His ability to land punches from unusual angles and knock out opponents with precision made him one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. But it wasn't just his moves that made him stand out, it was his attitude. Raymond Daniels wasn't afraid to take risks, and he loved to entertain the crowd. His charisma and style made him a fan favorite, and it didn't take long before people were calling him the human highlight reel. From karate to kickboxing, entering glory. After the World Combat League folded in 2009, Raymond Daniels wasn't done yet. He wasn't just going to fade into the background, he was going to keep fighting at the highest levels. He moved into kickboxing, and that's where he truly began to make a name for himself globally. Daniels joined the Glory Kickboxing promotion, and from the very first moment, he showed the world that his striking was on a completely different level. In his kickboxing debut, Daniels wasted no time putting on a show. He faced former UFC fighter Brian Foster in his first fight, and within seconds, Daniels was already lighting up the ring. Foster came forward with aggressive attacks, but Daniels countered with his signature spinning back kicks, which hit like a freight train. Foster couldn't keep up. Daniels didn't just outfight him, he made it look easy. That night, Daniels showed the world that he could not only compete at the highest level, but dominate it. He continued to rack up wins and glory, earning the respect of kickboxing fans and fighters alike. His speed, agility, and unpredictable movements made him nearly impossible to defend against. It wasn't just his raw power that made Daniels dangerous, it was his ability to outthink and outmaneuver his opponents. Knockout after knockout. Daniels' signature. Finishes. One of the reasons why Raymond Daniels became so famous was because of his knockout ability. But these weren't just any knockouts, these were the kinds of finishes that make you rewind the video and watch it again. Daniels had the ability to land spinning back kicks, heel kicks, and even tornado punches that knocked opponents out in the blink of an eye. His style was so unique that he quickly became a highlight reel sensation. One of the most memorable knockouts came in a fight where Daniels delivered a 720-degree tornado punch, a move so rare that most fans had never seen anything like it. The punch landed perfectly, knocking his opponent out cold before they even had a chance to react. That knockout went viral, and it wasn't just Daniels' fan base that took notice. Fighters around the world were watching, wondering how in the world anyone could land a shot like that. But it wasn't just one knockout that solidified Daniels' place in combat sports history, it was his consistency. No matter the opponent, Daniels always found a way to land those spectacular strikes. Whether it was a flying knee, a spinning kick, or a perfectly timed jab, Raymond Daniels always had something special up his sleeve. The Michael "Venom" Page rivalry. A showdown of legends. Even with all his success, Raymond Daniels wasn't without challengers. One of the most significant rivals of his career came in the form of Michael "Venom" Page, another fighter known for his flashy style and striking abilities. Page and Daniels met multiple times in tournament finals, with Daniels always coming out on top. Their rivalry was one of the most anticipated in the world of kickboxing, as both men had a knack for landing unorthodox strikes and creating highlight reel moments. Page, a dynamic and unpredictable fighter, came close to dethroning Daniels on several occasions, but Daniels' experience, timing, and creativity were always too much for him. Every time they fought, it became clear. Raymond Daniels was a master of his craft, and Page was just trying to catch up. Despite the fierce competition, Daniels' ability to land knockouts in creative ways was unmatched. Page might have had the flair, but Daniels had the power and the technique to back it up. Transitioning to MMA, a new challenge. By 2017, Raymond Daniels had already achieved legendary status in the world of kickboxing, but that wasn't enough for him. He wanted to challenge himself in a new arena. Daniels made his MMA debut in Bellator, a transition that many fighters never attempt after spending years in the world of kickboxing. The transition wasn't easy, but Daniels' ability to adapt was key. His striking remained as dynamic as ever, and he brought a unique style to the octagon. In his first MMA fight, Daniels faced Wilker Barros. The fight didn't last long. Daniels immediately showed off his incredible knockout power, landing a 720-degree tornado punch that sent Barros to the canvas. It was another highlight reel finish that left fans buzzing. Despite being new to MMA, Daniels' striking made it clear that he could hang with the best of them. His ability to land spinning kicks and creative strikes in MMA showed just how versatile his skills were. Facing new challenges, the setbacks and comebacks. Though Daniels' MMA career started off strong, he faced several challenges. His early matches tested his ability to adapt to the ground game and submission-based fighters, and sometimes he struggled. But what made Daniels different from other fighters was his resilience. He wasn't going to let a setback define him. Instead, he learned from each fight, improving his defense, takedown game, and overall strategy. Despite the setbacks, Daniels' knockout power remained as sharp as ever. He still landed his signature spinning kicks and flying knees, and he kept improving his technique with every fight. His ability to bounce back from a loss and make adjustments in his game made him an even more dangerous fighter, the greatest KO artist ever. Daniels' legacy. When you look at Raymond Daniels' career, one thing stands out: his ability to finish fights with knockout precision. He's a fighter who doesn't just aim to win, he aims to entertain and create moments that leave fans in awe. His legacy isn't just about the knockouts, though. It's about how he revolutionized the sport of striking. he blended creativity, technique, and raw power in a way that no one had seen before. Daniels' influence can be seen in the next generation of fighters, many of whom now incorporate his spinning kicks and flashy strikes into their own arsenals. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a trendsetter. And as he continues to fight and evolve, one thing is clear: Raymond Daniels will go down as one of the greatest knockout artists ever. So, what do you think? Is Raymond Daniels truly the greatest knockout artist of all time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more content on the legends of combat sports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.